If you're wondering why men don't propose to women after years of being together, here are 3 signs that he may see you as a girlfriend and not a wife. And these differences will open your eyes to what you and many other women have been accepting. Hey beautiful, my name is Jumoke Win and I'm one half of Win at Love. And if you have been getting girlfriend treatment while secretly hoping for wife treatment, then this video is exactly what you're looking for. But before we continue, make sure that you do subscribe, hit that bell so that you can continue to get more great notifications, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether you're being courted for marriage or if you're just filling in a temporary position. So, and by the way, so you guys like this, little setup I got now? I'm trying to, try different places in the house. So sign number 1 is that he invests minimally in you. Because here's the truth, men invest in what they value, right? So women who have wife potential, they get a man's best. They get his time, they get financial investment, emotional effort. And when I say financial investment, I'm not saying that because every man is different, and I'm not trying to push this sugar babying type of thing on you, but men spend on what they value. So, and especially if he has it, okay? Especially if he has it, if he is completely broke and has nothing in his bank account, then sure, he's probably going to just pick a daisy for you off the street and, write you a love letter and call it a day. But even that is still some type of effort. But usually men who see a woman as the prize, right? As the prize, they see her as a wife, they're going to be pulling out all stops, okay? For that type of woman. Now, not in the beginning. Every man is not the same, because some men, they do need to take a woman. I would say most men need to take a woman through a vibe test. And also it depends on where a man is financially and how much he has budgeted and allocated for dates. If he has only budgeted a certain amount, he's not making that much, he's probably not going to take every single woman to a fancy steakhouse on the first date if he's not in that tax bracket. Now, that doesn't mean that he'll never take a woman to a fancy steakhouse. It just means that he needs to really see if you guys are connecting, right, before he makes that investment. Because women today, a lot of them are just there for a free meal. Men are experiencing a lot of things on the dating market, so they're a little bit more cautious with how they're spending money. But anyways, an emotional effort, and he plans thoughtful dates, and he remembers important details that you say, and he makes you a priority. But women who get the girlfriend treatment, a lot of times they're getting a man's leftovers, and a man will only see you if it's convenient for him, right? Dates are cheap or free forever, okay? Not cheap or free in the beginning, because again, a man taking you on a cheap or free date in the beginning is not indicative of a scared character. It's usually, what is he doing second and third date? Is he putting in a little bit more effort, right? Because if he is taking you and 2 other women on a date in the same week, and he doesn't really have that much to spend, well, sure, all of them are probably going to be cheaper free dates because he doesn't know any of you. But once he has gotten to know you, he's spent some time with you, and he has a little bit more investment, right? And he wants more of your time. He sees you as a prize, then he's going to put in a little bit more. But also, he doesn't really listen to things. He doesn't remember certain details about you. And something I tell my clients is, don't be a foster girlfriend, okay? A foster girlfriend is a woman who is a man's girlfriend until he finds his forever home. Okay, so some men, they just keep a woman around for years because she's like Barbara the Builder, right? She is not his final choice or his ultimate choice. It's just, this is fine for right now. I need a woman who's going to hold me down, who's probably going to cook for me, clean for me, give me free sex, access to her time, access to her femininity, because right now I don't have what I need to get the woman that I actually want. A lot of men have what is called a dream girl. And if you're not a man's dream girl, if you're just his placeholder, if you're just a woman that he's building with, sometimes men do marry women that they're who are placeholders, actually, but it's just because of circumstance, just because of society, pressure, time, Sometimes they still, even if they do get to a certain place eventually, they still may not feel confident enough to go after the type of woman that they actually wanted in the first place. Okay, so just think about this. If you're dating a man, really track his investment over the span of 3 months. Is it increasing or is it staying minimal, bare minimum? That's why I said it's not like all at once you're going to get all of this, but really after knowing someone and you're talking to them, entertaining them for a couple months, even up to a month, you start to see an increase of investment. But if it's the same or if it's regressing, then you kind of know where you stand. Sign 2 is that he delays commitment and he avoids the marriage conversation. It's the let's just see where this is going to go. Okay, let's see where this is going to go. And that goes on for years. And, it's just a whole bunch of just stuff. Like, it's excuses, right? It's excuses. But most women don't understand is that men know within 3 to 6 months of getting to know you consistently if you're a wife material or if you're a placeholder. Okay, there's no gray for men. It's either you're his dream girl or you're a placeholder. That's it, right? And if it's been over a year of you guys have been talking, dating, in a relationship, and there's no clear progression towards marriage, then you're probably being strung along. If he's not talking about marriage, and I'm not saying that he's going to marry you in a year, but if he is not talking about future plans with you, then yeah. Because when it comes to women who they see as a wife, they're talking about marriage, they're meeting the family, they're discussing timelines with you, and he's excited to claim you publicly and permanently. A man who really sees you as his dream girl, he wants to show you off. He wants to claim you. He wants to lock you down. He wants to show you off to his friends. He wants to bring you back home to his mama. He wants everybody in the hood, I'm just playing, to come and see who you are. Like, oh my gosh, see this beautiful woman, see this crown, this excellent, this was this good thing that I found. I want everyone to see it, right? But usually women who are treated like girlfriends, it's just vague. They avoid the talk and they get uncomfortable when you start bringing up marriage. He might even say things like, I'm not ready, even though he's been dating you for years and getting all the benefits and access to you for years. But the truth is, real painful, he's not ready for marriage with you. Okay, the with you is silent. Okay, he wants marriage, just not with you. He wants a relationship, just not with you, right? It's just, like he's still waiting for his dream woman, because if his dream girl was to show up tomorrow, he'd be ready. Okay, and sign 3, if you're not integrated into his vision and future plans. Okay, this is probably the biggest indicator. I just alluded to it. And when a man sees you as a wife potential, he starts to include you in his future conversations, his goals. He includes your input. He talks about we. It's a lot of we and our instead of I and my. You meet his family, and not just as a friend, okay, but as someone who is serious. He considers your opinion in major life decisions. You're part of his 5-year plan. Like he's like, okay, in 5 years, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. But women who are girlfriends, you're just kind of kept separate from his real life. He makes major decisions without consulting you. If he wants to move, if he wants to go back to school, if he wants to do this, if he wants to do that, he doesn't really, he tells you about it, but he doesn't consult with you about it, right? He's not actually asking for your input. He's just telling you how he's moving, because you're not part of his future. You're just part of his now. Okay. And, yeah, so that's really what it is. But let's just recap. These are the 3 signs that he sees you as a girlfriend and not a wife. So a wife gets his best. Girlfriends, they usually get the leftovers. When it comes to timelines, wife potential, they get clear progression, but girlfriends, they get someday. Someday this is going to happen, someday. And when it comes to vision, women who have a wife potential, they're integrated into his future, but girlfriends are kind of kept separate. So remember, a man who wants to marry you will make it obvious through his actions, okay? You don't have to guess, hope, or try to convince him. And my husband and I, we guide women from single to wifey with faith and strategy. Make sure you do hit the link in the description box to learn exactly what high-value Christian men are looking for in a wife. And that is all that I have for this video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.